Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Nathalie Chase Thompson, and I am the CEO and founder of Operation Faith, OpFaith, Transition, Transportation, and Redevelopment Program. We are based here in Jacksonville, Florida, and just wanted to take a few minutes to expound upon what Operation Faith is all about. This is something that has been with me for I know over 20 years. One thing, it was prompted because of my brother, Leo Chase Jr. Excuse me. He was the first to lose his life in Vietnam from St. Johns County, from St. Augustine, Florida, as well as my cousin that came back from the war. My brother being taken away from me at such an early age, I don't remember him, don't know anything about him. I remember this tall, slender gentleman, and I can even see him now while I'm thinking about it. I'm sitting over on the sofa, on this gold sofa. Back then had plastic on it, and he's standing up in the door, the living room door from the front porch, in his uniform, and this great big smile on his face. That's the only memory I have of him. Fast forward over to my cousin. I knew he was smart, highly, highly intellectual, highly educated. But this time I'm seeing him and he scares me. He just stares. Or when he starts talking, he just starts talking and it's like, okay, what are you talking about? And he's going in and out, in and out, in and out. One moment you know that he's physically with you, and the next you don't know where he is. I would go to my aunt and my uncle's house, and sometimes he was there, sometimes he wasn't, and then to the point that he couldn't stay there anymore. And it was always a little hush hush, a little whispering here and a little whispering there. And then years later, realizing what had taken place, he had come home. He needed meds. Couldn't get them. Took years before everything came to place where he could get what he needed to get on his feet. And all I could think was, how is that? I don't understand. So now, fast forward a little bit further, I'm grown now. I have two other relatives, both served and now retired. One came and both of them went through their paperwork, necessary paperwork or what have you. Both came back. One received all the benefits. The other one has some pretty deep medical issues, and they're having to pay out the wazoo out of pocket. How is that? Fast forward a little bit further. Going in and out of prisons, preaching, speaking, sharing, mentoring through Northeast Florida. For, at that time, it was over 10 years. And I find myself ministering, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing say, just stop and ask how many are veterans in here. And I ask, and I'm looking at all these hands going up, and I'm saying, same question. How? How is this? What happened? Well, this particular time, I asked and I really wanted answers. I wanted to know, how did you end up here? What happened? Some say that they deserved it. They were in their right mind. Everything was good. Okay, fine. But at the same time, not thinking of the consequences as to what's going to happen with your family back home. That's one category. But then you have this other category that was just like my cousin. Needed medication, didn't get medication, couldn't get in to get their appointment. I know of several. One in particular, a friend of mine called in January for an appointment. The appointment was not until October. But this is a medication that you need. This is a medication that you need, and you can't get it. Well, you have some that came back with severe PTSD. And there was one, they're walking. It was a car backfiring. Or it may have been a truck, I don't remember. But they don't know it because their mind click and they're back in battle mode. And the first person next to you is who got attacked. Now you have a felony. Now you're in prison. You've lost all your benefits. Your family has lost their benefits. Now what? My thing is, you've served your country. You've put your life on the line. Now this is both male and female. You've put your life on the line. And not to say that you should get special privileges, no. But you've placed your life on the line. And you come back, and some situations that are out of your hand, out of your control, you can't get the assistance that you need. You can't get the medications that you need. You can't get the resources that you need in order to put yourself in a better position. So now you're at home and you're having flashbacks. You're having nightmares. You're having hot night sweats, night terrors, and you can't gel with your family. You can't gel with your children. You can't gel with your husband, with your wife, with your children, with your parents. You just don't fit. And you snap and you leave the house and you go to walk in, and next thing you know, you're homeless now. You never intended to come back home like this. You never intended from when you first were sworn in that you were going to come back and this is how your life was going to be. That was never your intentions, but nevertheless it took place. And so now you become a statistic. Some people are homeless and you know that they're veterans. Some people are homeless and you have no clue. Some people are homeless and they were doctors and lawyers, or some people, they were just one paycheck away from being homeless and now they are. Family, being outdoors, and now they are. Had a little bit of savings and their savings ran out and now they're homeless and there they are. Children in the foster system, and now they're getting ready to turn 18 and they have issues. They have some issues because their foster homes were nightmares. And then you have some that had very good foster homes, but they were not adopted. So they're getting ready to turn 18 and now they're going to become homeless. They have no job. They have nowhere to live. So now all of these in one aspect or another have now added to the homeless population. Could also have added to the crime rate. heightening, increasing the crime rate. And is anybody really willing to help? Well, that's what we want to do. That's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing for years, but not to the capacity that we desire to. Currently have 2 residents, and there is a waiting list of residents, or should I say potential residents, that need housing. But we can't do it without your help. You do not receive any government funding. Everything is on a donation basis. All donations are tax deductible. We are affiliated with our parent covering LifesReDesign Ministry Incorporated, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So all of your donations are tax deductible. We desire to have at least 2 more homes, acquiring at least 2 more homes. 1 for men, 1 for women. It would be beautiful if we could go ahead and acquire 3, and that would be the 1 for the men, 1 for the women, and then also 1 for the foster children aging out of foster care. That would be ideal. But we also have to be realistic. At the same time, we have crazy faith, and we trust you. We trust that you will have compassion, and you would show compassion, and you would be willing to give. Some have property that you would be willing to donate, and it's a tax write-off, an annual tax write-off for you while we're using the property. Some would have property that we will be able to acquire and purchase, and you will show mercy and allow us time to actually be able to position ourselves to purchase these properties. You have resources, different resources, or you just may have finances. No donation is too small. No donation is too great. Not only do we provide housing, but we also provide coaching and life skill coaching and money management, educational opportunities for them. Some will not be able to find employment. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what your abilities are. We have a couple of businesses that would be willing to take them on, to give them a job. If that doesn't work, let's see what your abilities are. Let's see what we're working with. And let's create business owners. So what are we doing in the process? We're cutting down on the homeless rate. We're providing housing, providing education. We're cutting down on the unemployment rate. No, we're not making a fantastic dent, fantastic imprint, but it's a start. It's a start. Chisel a little here, chisel a little there, chisel away there, chisel away there. And then after a while, that mountain is gone. After a while, that burden is taken away. After a while, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So if that happens to be you, and you want information, you want to know how you can participate, you want to know how you can give, you want to know how you can do your part, for this is a call to action. You can reach out to us at area code 904-289-1961. You can also go to our website, which is OpFaith, OpFaith.org. go through our website, see what areas would apply to you, what would tug at your heartstring. I'm so serious. That you would be willing to help. Again, we can't do this without you. And some people might not even care about them being veterans. I'm being realistic. Might not care about the foster children and the homeless rate or any of that, because it doesn't apply to them. Yes, it does. Because no matter where you live, in a gated community, it doesn't matter. Crime hits everywhere. Prison population does not discriminate. Homelessness does not discriminate. And it can happen to anyone at any time. So we're asking you, OpFaith. And also keep in mind, although we are a faith-based Christian organization, have to be honest, put that out there. We don't discriminate because our doors are open to everyone. Because homelessness, prisons don't discriminate. They're just blind. It's just people. It affects people. And we want to not have a revolving door, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but we want to make a positive change in a person's life, bridge a gap between a husband or a wife or a mother, a son or daughter that their family has been broken up because of this, and bridge that gap and bring healing and bring wholeness and restoration to them. Because although it may not have touched you, it may not have knocked on your door, it still can. So again, this is Dr. Nathalie Chase Thompson on behalf of Operation Faith, Transition, Transportation, and Redevelopment Program, or better known as OpFaith. We have our One Mission in multiple locations coming up on the third Saturday of every month. This particular time of this video, it will be now February. We're preparing for our March One Mission multiple locations drive. That means just that we're one common cause in various locations in cities and states, coming together, preparing food, preparing lunches, preparing dinner, whatever the case may be, individually prepping it, and we're going to disperse into various areas of town, and we're going to go out and we're going to give food. We're going to go out and give personal hygiene items. We're going to go out. We're going to go out and give, not have them come to us, but we're going to go out into their areas and give, to show them love, to show that they matter, to show that their lives matter. On March 28th, which is a Saturday, we will be at the Cookbook Restaurant. Brandon Byers and the Cookbook Restaurant are sponsoring our meet and greet, 1827 North Pearl Street, Jacksonville, Florida. It will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can find all of this information on our website. We would love to have you. We would love to see you there. We would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions. And we would love to be able to partner with each other, partner together to make a difference. We would love to have your partnership. We would love to have your support. So again, OpFaith.org, OpFaith.org. We look forward to hearing from you, seeing you, working with you. For the chain is no stronger than its weakest link. Blessings.